Let me ask you something you've probably felt but never said out loud. Have you ever stood in the grocery store, looking at a carton of protein powder that costs more than a week's worth of fresh vegetables, and felt a quiet sense of frustration? A feeling that staying strong, staying independent, is becoming a luxury you can't afford. You've been told the answer to fighting age-related weakness is to buy the premium steaks, the expensive supplements, the specialized meal plans. But what if the real solution, the one that can truly rebuild your strength and safeguard your independence, is something simpler, cheaper, and has been hiding in plain sight on the most overlooked shelf of your supermarket all along? My name is Dr. Claire Mitchell, and for over 25 years, I've sat with thousands of patients just like you. I've seen the worry in their eyes when they notice it's harder to open a jar, or they feel unsteady on their feet. It's not just about muscle. It's about dignity. It's about the freedom to live life on your own terms, without fear of becoming a burden. The fitness industry has spent billions convincing you that the answer lies in a bottle or an expensive cut of meat. But today, we're going to expose that myth. Because the truth is, your body, especially after the age of 60, doesn't need more expensive protein. It needs smarter protein. The shocking reality is that after we cross the threshold of 50, an invisible thief begins to visit each year. This thief is called sarcopenia, the natural, age-related loss of muscle mass. It quietly steals about 1 to 2% of your strength year after year. By the time you reach 80, that can amount to a staggering 30% loss of the very muscle that allows you to climb stairs, carry your groceries, and lift your grandchildren. It's a silent erosion of your independence. Meanwhile, the cost of protein soars, and you're made to feel that if you're not spending $200 a month or more on these so-called premium products, you're not doing enough. That is simply not true. Over the past few years, my research has focused on a fascinating group of seniors, those who remain vibrantly strong, active, and independent well into their 80s and 90s. The secret wasn't their wealth. In fact, the strongest among them often spent the least on food. Their secret was a profound, almost intuitive understanding of how their bodies had changed. They chose protein sources that their aging bodies could absorb and utilize with maximum efficiency. In this video, I'm going to share with you 7 of these affordable, powerhouse foods. Each one costs less than $3 per serving, and I am going to rank them from good to absolutely essential. I won't just tell you what to eat. I'll explain the science behind why they are often more effective than their expensive counterparts. We will talk about the exact cost, the best ways to prepare them for maximum muscle-building impact, and how they solve a hidden problem that affects almost every person over 60. And please, stay with me until the end, because the number 1 food on this list is a game changer. It costs less than 50 cents a serving, yet it delivers a form of protein so usable, so efficient, that it outperforms supplements costing 20 times as much. This isn't just about saving money. This is about reclaiming your strength, your confidence, and your future. Before we dive into our list of 7, we need to understand a critical concept, a change that happens inside your body as you age. It's called anabolic resistance. It sounds complex, but let me explain it with a simple analogy. Imagine your muscles are like a bucket. When you were younger, every time you ate protein, it was like pouring water into a solid bucket. Nearly all of it stayed in, filling it up, building and repairing muscle. But as we get older, that bucket starts to develop tiny, invisible leaks. This is anabolic resistance. Now, when you pour the same amount of protein in, some of it leaks out before your body has a chance to use it. Your muscles become less sensitive, less responsive to the protein you consume. This is why simply eating more protein or more expensive protein isn't the answer. It's like trying to fill that leaky bucket by just dumping in more water, faster. A lot of it just splashes out and goes to waste. The solution isn't more water, it's smarter pouring. We need protein sources that act like a slow, steady trickle, giving the bucket time to absorb every single drop. We need proteins that come packaged with other nutrients that help plug the leaks, making your muscles more receptive again. Every food on our list today is chosen specifically for its ability to overcome this very challenge of anabolic resistance. They are, in essence, the smartest, most efficient leak-plugging proteins you can find, and they just happen to be the cheapest. Let's begin our countdown with number 7, a humble food that many people overlook. Number 7, tree lentils, a powerhouse of plant-based protein, providing around 18 grams of protein per cooked cup, with a pound of dry lentils costing you less than $1.50. Now, many people dismiss plant proteins, thinking they are incomplete or not as powerful as meat. But for seniors, lentils have a set of secret weapons that make them uniquely suited for building muscle on a budget. It's not just the protein content that makes lentils so valuable, it's their unique combination of protein, fiber, iron, and B vitamins. This synergy is what helps combat the aging process in our muscles. For instance, many seniors suffer from a mild iron deficiency without even knowing it, which can lead to feelings of weakness and fatigue that are often mistaken for just getting older. Iron is critical for transporting oxygen to your muscles, which is essential for both strength and endurance. Lentils provide a healthy dose of iron, helping to fill this common nutritional gap. Furthermore, lentils are rich in an amino acid called leucine. Leucine is the ignition switch for muscle protein synthesis. It's the specific amino acid that signals your body to start the muscle building process. While many plant proteins are low in leucine, lentils are a notable exception. And while they aren't a complete protein on their own, this is a common misconception. Your body is incredibly intelligent. It maintains a pool of amino acids, and as long as you consume other foods like grains or nuts throughout the day, your body will happily combine them to create complete proteins. You don't need to eat them in the same meal. A landmark study published in the Journal of Nutrition followed older adults and found that those who regularly consumed legumes like lentils maintained significantly more muscle mass and had better physical function than those who relied heavily on animal proteins. The researchers believe this is due to the anti-inflammatory compounds found in legumes. As we age, our bodies are more prone to low-grade, chronic inflammation, which can silently accelerate muscle breakdown. The compounds in lentils help create a calmer, more favorable environment for muscle preservation and growth. And the cost? It's almost unbelievable. A single pound of dry lentils, which costs about $1.50, will provide you with about 8 servings of high-quality protein. That's less than 20 cents per serving. They are incredibly versatile. You can add them to soups and stews for thickness and body, toss them in salads, or serve them as a hearty side dish. A little tip: red lentils cook the fastest, in about 20 minutes, and break down into a soft, creamy texture, which is perfect for anyone who has difficulty with chewing. To enhance their power, try cooking them with anti-inflammatory spices like turmeric and ginger. You're not just making a meal. You're creating a synergy of nutrients designed to protect your muscles. Moving on to number 6, a food that often gets a bad rap, but is a true giant in the world of affordable protein. Number 6, canned tuna, providing a solid 22 grams of high-quality protein in a 3-ounce serving, often for just about $1 a can. For seniors on a budget, canned tuna is one of the most direct and efficient routes to muscle maintenance you can find. You are getting the same pristine, high-quality protein found in a fresh piece of fish that might cost you $7 or $8 for a fraction of the price. with the added convenience of a long shelf life. What makes tuna so potent for muscle building is its remarkable amino acid profile. It contains all 9 essential amino acids in the precise ratios your body needs to trigger muscle protein synthesis. It's naturally low in fat and calories, which is a critical benefit for seniors. As we age, our metabolism slows, and it becomes easier to gain body fat. Excess body fat isn't just a cosmetic issue. It can disrupt the hormones that regulate muscle growth and can increase systemic inflammation throughout your body, further accelerating muscle loss. Tuna provides lean, pure protein to build muscle without adding the extra fat that can work against you. Moreover, the protein in tuna is exceptionally bioavailable. This means your body can digest and absorb it with incredible efficiency. This is a crucial factor as our digestive systems can become less robust with age. Research from the University of Arkansas specifically studied protein absorption in older adults and found that they utilized fish protein, like that from tuna, more efficiently than many other sources, with absorption rates soaring above 95 n/m, even in participants over the age of 70. Let's talk value. At $1 per can, you are paying less than 5 cents per gram of pure protein. Compare that to protein powders, where you can easily pay 15 to 20 cents per gram. Or even some of the high-end senior formula supplements that can be 10 times more expensive. To get the best bang for your buck and control your calories, always choose tuna packed in water rather than oil. The cheapest option is usually chunk light tuna. While albacore has a slightly higher protein content, chunk light has the advantage of being lower in mercury. Now, I know some of you might be concerned about mercury. This is a valid question. The FDA's official guidance is that adults can safely consume up to 12 ounces of low-mercury fish, like canned light tuna, per week. That's about 3 to 4 cans, which is more than enough to reap the muscle-building benefits while staying well within safe limits. A smart strategy is to rotate your canned fish. Have tuna one day and our next food, number 5, another day. This variety minimizes any potential risk and provides a broader range of nutrients. Tuna is convenience at its best. Eat it straight from the can, mix it into a salad for a protein boost, or make it into patties with an egg and some breadcrumbs. It's a quick, no-fuss way to ensure your muscles get the fuel they need. If you're finding this information helpful, do me a small favor and tap the like button. It's a simple click for you, but it tells the YouTube algorithm that this is valuable content, helping it reach other seniors who might be struggling with the same concerns. It's a wonderful way to support the channel and our community. Let's move on to number 5, another treasure from the sea, and one that packs an even more powerful punch when it comes to fighting inflammation. Number 5, sardines, delivering a potent 23 grams of complete protein in a single can for about $1.25. I know what some of you are thinking. Sardines can be polarizing, but I urge you to look past any old prejudices, because for a senior on a budget looking to build muscle, these little fish are nutritional giants. They are, without a doubt, one of the most underrated superfoods on the planet. It isn't just the sheer amount of protein in sardines that makes them so special. It's the powerful combination of that protein with an incredible amount of omega-3 fatty acids. As I mentioned, chronic inflammation is a key enemy of muscle mass in older adults. It acts like a slow, steady fire that constantly breaks down muscle tissue. Omega-3s are the most powerful natural anti-inflammatories you can consume. They work to quell that fire, slowing down the rate of muscle breakdown. This is a crucial defensive strategy. It's not just about building new muscle. It's about protecting the muscle you already have. Because our muscles become more vulnerable to inflammatory damage as we age. This combination of high-quality protein to build and omega-3s to protect is a 1-2 punch that is absolutely essential. A study published in the prestigious American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed seniors over a 3-year period. The results were astounding. Those who consistently ate small, oily fish like sardines at least twice a week lost significantly less muscle mass than those who ate fish only occasionally. The researchers concluded that the omega-3s were actively preserving muscle tissue that would have otherwise been destroyed by inflammatory processes. What's even more exciting is that these benefits translated into real-world strength. The sardine eaters maintained better grip strength and faster walking speed, 2 of the most important indicators of functional independence in seniors. And there's another bonus. Sardines are typically canned with their bones, which are so soft they are completely edible. These tiny bones are an incredible source of calcium, which is vital for bone health. Strong bones are the foundation upon which strong muscles are built. You can't have one without the other. For the price of $1.25, you're getting the same high-quality protein as a $6 piece of salmon, with the added benefit of bone-supporting calcium and even more anti-inflammatory omega-3s. If the strong flavor is a concern, there are easy ways to mellow it out. Try mashing them with a fork and mixing them with avocado, a squeeze of lemon juice, and some fresh herbs to spread on toast. Or, chop them up and add them to a pasta salad. The other ingredients will soften their flavor. You can even blend a single sardine into a Caesar salad dressing for a savory, nutrient-packed kick. Remember, consistency is key. Even just 1 or 2 cans a week provides a dose of nourishment so powerful it can fundamentally support your muscle-building journey. Coming in at number 4 is a food that might feel a bit old-fashioned, but its scientific credentials for building muscle in seniors are absolutely cutting-edge. Number 4, cottage cheese, boosting up to 24 grams of protein per cup with a large 16-ounce container costing around $2.50. Cottage cheese is making a huge comeback, and for good reason. For seniors aiming to build muscle affordably, it's one of the most powerful tools you can have in your refrigerator. The magic of cottage cheese lies in its unique protein composition. It is predominantly made up of casein protein. While most other proteins like whey digest quickly, casein is different. It digests very, very slowly. When you eat it, it forms a gel-like substance in your stomach, which then releases a slow, steady stream of amino acids into your bloodstream over a period of several hours. Remember our leaky bucket analogy for anabolic resistance. Casein is the ultimate slow, steady trickle. It ensures your muscles have a constant supply of building blocks, minimizing waste and maximizing absorption. This slow-release action is profoundly important for seniors, whose muscles need more time and a more consistent supply of amino acids to respond. The consistent supply from casein helps to directly combat anabolic resistance. Researchers at McMaster University, a world leader in the study of aging and muscle, conducted a study that was a true breakthrough. They had a group of older adults consume casein protein right before bed. The results were remarkable. Even without exercise, the participants showed significant increases in muscle protein synthesis overnight. The slow-digesting casein went to work during the body's natural repair and recovery cycle while they slept, literally helping them build muscle in their sleep. Let's look at the value proposition. A single 250 container of cottage cheese holds about 100 grams of this high-quality, slow-release protein. That works out to less than 3 cents per gram. For comparison, a single protein bar, which might cost the same price, gives you only 20 grams of fast-digesting protein, that's gone in a flash. A clinical study in the Journal of the American Medical Directors Association found that seniors who incorporated cottage cheese into their diet at least 4 times a week showed measurable increases in both muscle mass and grip strength compared to those who didn't. They also scored higher on bone density tests, likely because the protein works in synergy with its high calcium content. A crucial tip: whenever possible, choose the full-fat versions, often labeled as 4-N milk fat. The healthy fats in dairy are essential for absorbing fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin D, which is itself critical for muscle function. The fat also helps you feel full and satisfied, preventing overeating later. Cottage cheese is incredibly versatile. Use it as a creamy base for savory dishes with fresh herbs and chopped vegetables. Blend it into smoothies for a protein boost without any gritty texture. Or simply eat it with some berries and nuts for a perfect muscle-building snack. It's a simple, affordable, and scientifically proven way to feed your muscles exactly what they need, when they need it. We are now entering the top 3, and number 3 is perhaps the most fundamental, cost-effective, and versatile source of high-quality protein on the planet. Number 3, eggs, with each whole egg providing 6 grams of complete protein. A dozen typically costs around $2.50. Eggs are, quite simply, nature's original superfood. For seniors looking to build muscle, they are one of the most underrated and powerful options available, providing not just protein, but a symphony of other vital nutrients that support muscle function in ways that isolated protein powders simply cannot match. All of this for about 20 cents per egg. The protein in eggs is considered the gold standard by nutrition scientists. It has the highest possible biological value score of any whole food, which means that your body can absorb and utilize nearly 100 pAn/m of the protein it contains. As protein absorption can decline with age, this incredible efficiency is a massive advantage. Every single gram of protein you eat from an egg counts. But here is the most important message I can share with you about eggs, and it's something the diet culture of the 80s and 90s got tragically wrong. You must eat the whole egg. For years, people were told to throw away the yolk, fearing cholesterol. We now know, from overwhelming scientific evidence, that for most people, the cholesterol in eggs has very little impact on blood cholesterol. The real tragedy of throwing away the yolk is that you are throwing away a nutritional treasure. Half of the egg's protein is in the yolk, along with the highest concentration of key muscle-supporting nutrients like leucine, vitamin D, and choline. A groundbreaking study from the University of Illinois had participants do a workout and then eat either whole eggs or just egg whites containing the same amount of protein. The results were stunning. The group that ate the whole eggs had a 40 pAn/m greater muscle-building response. The nutrients in the yolk acted as a powerful synergist, enhancing the body's ability to use the protein from the egg white. This is a synergy that no protein powder can replicate. Furthermore, eggs are one of the very few natural food sources of vitamin D. Vitamin D isn't just for bonus, it directly impacts muscle performance and strength. Studies consistently show that seniors with higher vitamin D levels have better muscle function. Unlike vitamin D supplements, which can be poorly absorbed without fat, the vitamin D in an egg is perfectly packaged with the healthy fats in the yolk that are needed for its absorption. A dozen eggs provide 72 grams of the highest quality protein you can buy, for less than 4 cents per gram. They are incredibly easy to prepare, which is a huge bonus. You can make an omelette packed with vegetables, poach them, hard-boil a batch for easy snacks throughout the week, or scramble them. Remember, the key is the whole egg. The choline in the yolk also supports brain health, which is critical for maintaining the mind-muscle connection that allows you to perform exercises with precision and control. For building and maintaining the very fabric of your body, there are few things more perfect or affordable than a simple egg. Now, before I reveal the top 2, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these foods so far has surprised you the most? Drop a comment below and let me know. I read every single one, and your feedback helps me create content that truly serves this community. We've arrived at number 2 on our list. This food combines two of the most powerful muscle-building concepts we've discussed into one delicious, creamy, and affordable package. Number 2, Greek yogurt, providing a massive 20 grams of protein per cup with a large 32-ounce container costing around £5. Greek yogurt's unique protein composition and its gut-friendly properties make it one of the single most effective foods for seniors aiming to build muscle. For about 80 cents per serving, you get a dual-action protein source that works to support your muscles around the clock. Here's what makes Greek yogurt so special. It's created by straining regular yogurt, which removes much of the liquid whey, sugar, and lactose. This process concentrates the protein, and it results in a product that contains a perfect blend of both fast-digesting whey protein and slow-digesting casein protein. It's the best of both worlds in one container. The whey protein delivers amino acids to your muscles quickly, perfect for right after a walk or some light exercise to kickstart the recovery and repair process. Meanwhile, the casein protein digests slowly, just like in cottage cheese, providing that steady trickle of amino acids over many hours. This dual-action release makes it an incredibly versatile food for nourishing your muscles. But there's another, equally important benefit to Greek yogurt, especially for seniors' probiotics. The live bacterial cultures in Greek yogurt are essential for supporting your gut health. You might be wondering, what does my gut have to do with my muscles? The answer is everything. A healthy gut microbiome is essential for properly absorbing nutrients from your food. You can eat all the protein in the world, but if your gut isn't healthy, you won't be able to absorb it effectively. Furthermore, a healthy gut helps to regulate inflammation throughout your body. As we've learned, chronic inflammation is a direct cause of accelerated muscle loss. A comprehensive study from Tufts University, a leader in nutrition research, directly compared seniors who ate Greek yogurt regularly to those who ate regular yogurt or no yogurt at all. The results were clear. The Greek yogurt group had significantly more muscle mass and better overall physical function. The researchers credited the combination of the concentrated, dual-action protein and the anti-inflammatory benefits of a healthy gut. Over a 12-week period, participants who consumed Greek yogurt daily saw measurable improvements in their walking speed and leg strength. A 32-ounce container provides a whopping 160 grams of protein for about 3 cents per gram, making it one of the most cost-effective protein sources available. It's also rich in calcium for bone health and B vitamins for energy metabolism. When you choose your Greek yogurt, always opt for the plain, full-fat variety. The added sugars in flavored yogurts can cause inflammation, which is counterproductive to our goal. The full-fat versions will keep you feeling satisfied longer and help your body absorb those crucial fat-soluble vitamins. The possibilities are endless. Blend it into smoothies, top it with berries and nuts. Use it as a healthier replacement for sour cream, or even use it as a tenderizing marinade for chicken. Its versatility makes it easy to incorporate this muscle-building superstar into your diet every single day. And now, we've come to number 1. The most humble, the most overlooked, and yet the most powerful and cost-effective muscle-building food for seniors. This isn't just a food, it's a foundation for a strong, independent future. Number 1, dried beans, containing a solid 15 grams of protein per cooked cup and costing an astonishingly low $1.20 per pound. Yes, dried beans, black beans, kidney beans, chickpeas, navy beans are my number 1 choice. For the price of a single fancy coffee, a 1-pound bag of dried beans can provide you with roughly 12 servings of high-quality protein, which comes out to a mere 10 cents per serving. There is no other food on earth that offers this level of nutritional power for such a low cost. Beans are the ultimate synergistic food. They don't just provide protein. They provide a powerful combination of protein for building, complex carbohydrates for sustained energy, and a massive amount of fiber for gut health. This combination is what makes them so profoundly effective for seniors. The fiber in beans is a prebiotic, meaning it feeds the healthy bacteria in your gut. As we learned with Greek yogurt, a healthy gut is paramount for absorbing nutrients and reducing the chronic inflammation that robs you of your muscle. The polyphenols in beans are also potent anti-inflammatory compounds that help to create the optimal internal environment for muscle growth and preservation. The scientific evidence is compelling. A long-term study published in the Journal of Nutrition tracked a large group of seniors for 5 years. The findings were nothing short of extraordinary. Those who ate beans regularly had better muscle mass and higher physical function. But it went beyond that. They had fewer hospitalizations from falls, and most importantly, maintained a greater degree of independence in their daily lives. Beans weren't just building their muscles. They were protecting their very way of life. Like lentils, beans are technically an incomplete protein. But as we discussed, this is a non-issue. Your body is smart enough to combine the amino acids from beans with those from grains, nuts, or small amounts of animal protein eaten throughout the day. A simple meal of beans and rice is a classic example of a complete protein, but you don't even have to eat them together. Having oatmeal for breakfast and a bean soup for dinner provides your body with all the building blocks it needs. At less than 1 cent per gram of protein, beans are the undisputed champion of value. 1 pound of dried beans contains 9 times more protein than a single protein bar that costs the same amount. The only downside is that they require some cooking time. But here's a simple solution: cook them in bulk. Once a week, cook a large pot of beans. You can then freeze them in individual portions for quick and easy use in salads, soups, stews, or even mashed into a spread for toast. A slow cooker or a pressure cooker can make this process almost effortless. Embracing the power of these humble legumes can fundamentally change your health and your budget. They are proof that the best nutrition doesn't come in a flashy package or with a high price tag. It comes from the earth, simple, powerful, and effective. So, there you have it. 7 powerful, scientifically backed, and incredibly affordable foods that can help you build and maintain the muscle you need to live a strong and independent life. As you can see, you don't need premium diets or expensive supplements. Some of the most potent tools for your health are waiting for you in the budget aisle of your local grocery store. Every dollar you choose to spend on these foods is a direct investment in your strength, your mobility, and your long-term well-being. The journey to a stronger you doesn't require a radical overhaul of your life. It starts with small, consistent choices. My challenge to you is this: start with just 2. This week, make a simple, hearty bean soup for dinner one night. Or switch out your morning cereal for a bowl of Greek yogurt with berries. See how you feel. Track what you currently spend on protein sources and compare it to these affordable alternatives. You might be shocked to find that you can get far better results while spending significantly less money. Remember, consistency is far more important than perfection. Stock your pantry with a few cans of tuna and sardines. Cook a batch of beans or lentils on the weekend. Make eggs and cottage cheese your go-to snacks. By anchoring your diet around these powerhouse foods, you will likely feel a difference. You may notice more energy, faster recovery after activity, and a growing sense of confidence in your own strength, the strength that supports your precious independence. It does have to cost a fortune to build muscle after 60. These 7 inexpensive, protein-rich foods are proof that the best nutrition is often the simplest and the cheapest. You just have to know where to look. If this video has provided you with value and could help someone you care about stay strong without overspending, please consider sharing it with them. It's a simple act of kindness that could make a world of difference. And for more evidence-based, practical tips for healthy aging on any budget, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. That way, you'll be the first to know when a new video is released. Thank you so much for your time and your trust. It was a privilege to share this information with you. I'm Drusar Claire Mitchell, and I'll see you in the next video.